Hey, back live again. Analog Man Podcast. I'm Wolfhound. We're going to do more. The warning in the song that I'm going to do this time is not in English. I think this is Narcisista, which I believe is narcissist. It sounds like it, right? I didn't pass my high school Spanish. French I did pass, and I'll tell you why I passed that. But I do know a little bit of Spanish, just very, very little bit. But I'll try to pick up on what I can, and we're going to just listen to the music and just hear how the music sounds. Let's go. The warning, Narcisista live at the Teatro Metropolitan, CDMX. So this is Mexico City, 2022. Not too long ago.
Ok, Ciudad de México. Quiero que todos griten muy fuerte por nuestro querido amigo Beto Ramos. Dicen que hay que rezar por mí. Tan preocupados, pero no veo que estén rezando tanto. No es para tanto. Dejen ya sus vicios, aléjense de mí. Critíquenme.
First of all, Danny is so badass, but this, I think this is this Paulina? She's usually drumming, right? And now she's lead singing on this. I wonder, is there a reason for that? I mean, are one of them better at Spanish? They all fluent? I'm assuming they're all fluent. Maybe that this is just her song. But yeah, I knew a little bit of the lyrics, but it was like, "Stay away from me, please." I don't want to do this on live because it my Spanish is not that good. Let's just go back. If I do pick up something, I'll talk about it later. Let me back it up. But yeah, so far, like, it's a different arrangement. Yeah, I like that sound.
Critíquenme un poco más. Me encuentro entretenida al escuchar todo lo que dicen, lo que más dicen. Déjenme reírme un poco más. Porque tú no sabes nada. Corres la voz y no te callas, metáforos oídos. Y simplemente digo: la, 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 la. Déjeme negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchisita. La, 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 la. Dicen que soy egoísta.
They say I'm selfish, but I'm just a narcissist. I understood that.
Soy egoísta.
Who's drumming? Someone tell me who the drummer is. There's got to be some kind of special thing with that.
Ya no sé qué hacer, no le veo el punto a pretender, no intento más, porque yo ya sé. Detrás de las cortinas ellos siguen hablando, suenan emociones siempre salen sobrando. No creas que me engañas con ese estás. Porque tú no sabes nada. Corres la voz y no te callas, me tapo los oídos y simplemente digo. Déjenme negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista.
Imagine if that's your big sister. You're like, yeah, that's my big sister. She's super cool. Volveré a negar la lista, no soy loca ni malincista. Dicen que soy egoísta. Wow.
¡Gracias, México! ¡Beto Ramos! Muchas gracias.
Okay, so man, like I said, I don't know that much Spanish. Obviously, they're talking about being a narcissist, and she's like, they say she's selfish, but she's like, no, I'm just a narcissist, which is really cool. Cool song. It's a cool lyrics. I wonder which one of them wrote these lyrics in. I guess that's Paulina's, like, she got to take a break that day because some dude was on the drums, and he's probably somebody I don't know, but let me know who he is. Give her a day off so that she could just belt that song out, and then, like, hang out with her cool sister. Say, hey sis, I could do this too. You not just you. But then Danny was just like, that guitar riff was just insane, and all these girls, Allie, I think is it Allison, right? All the girls are just, they're just perfect together. And yes, I guess being a family helps, like the Jackson Fives. And sometimes it don't work out like the Jackson Fives, but sometimes it stays together. And this is definitely staying. These girls aren't going anywhere. There's no way. Like, they're so good. I see it already. Like, thank you. I get it. I mean, obviously, I got to learn a lot more about their music, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm blown away by this. Now the other thing I noticed there was just like how Danny, well, both of them, even Powell, but especially Danny, her stage presence, the way she moves around stage, the way she gives off these expressions and the energy. Like, a lot of times you'll see some really good musicians, and I don't want to pick on any female music groups, but you'll see female music groups where they kind of just stay like right where they're at. They play. It's not just female. There's male bands, but they just like don't move around, and they're just like playing the song great, making it great, but they're not just like, they're not even moving. These girls are like athletic with with the way that they play the music. And sometimes when you see the musicians that can do that, they can just play in a different way because they're pulling that energy and the angles of how they're just hitting the chords. And yes, there's a little bit of just knowing how to play an instrument, but when you can bend that thing and move that thing the way that they do, there's different sounds that come out of it. And like Jimi Hendrix, he was like that. They said that his his guitar was like warped or something because he was left-handed. You could see how the guitar was warped based off of how he played. So yeah, I mean, that was cool. Again, I don't know all the lyrics. I guess I could look. I mean, let me know. Do you, if I'm gonna do another song in Spanish, should I put the subtitles on? I'll put the subtitles on for people who are watching the podcast, but I didn't see the subtitles while I'm watching it. Doesn't matter. I mean, the song was friggin' awesome either way. And yeah, I think, knowing the lyrics probably helps, but maybe I can use that to help myself learn Spanish. But, the reason why I said the thing about French was I didn't take Spanish because a lot of people where I grew up spoke Spanish, but they spoke like Boricua. They were Puerto Rican. So I did get some words from them and I could understand, the bad words. Obviously, I won't say any of those on the Analog Man podcast, but, just like some of the small things. I used to go to Latin Mass. I grew up as an Irish Catholic. So that is just part of my culture. So I understood a little bit of the Latin part of it. Now, so the reason I passed my French class had nothing to do with my language ability. It had to do with a foreign exchange student who was friends of mine, used to go drinking. He was from Belgium, and his name was Philippe. And Philippe used to do all my work for me. And I almost got busted one year because at the end of the year, my French teacher's like, hey, next year, try not to have such a European script when you write. Well, I didn't know that when Philippe was writing it. There's a different way, like the Europeans write, and you could just tell by looking it's not an American, but my French teacher knew. And but I guess he kind of gave me a pass because I was cool with the with the exchange students. So that was my little attempt at learning some Latin language, but I actually went on to learn different languages outside of Latin languages. So those I could actually speak decently. And I love languages because I do have an anthropology background. I went to University of Manoa for Pacific archaeology and for anthropology. And I've traveled around the world a lot, so I just learning language and the culture is the only way to really experience things. If you just sit behind, what you know and your frame of reference, then your life can kind of be pretty boring. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent here. Back to CDMX. I guess that's the hub. And yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce the city of Mexico, but that's where the C comes from, I'm assuming. I didn't talk much about Allie. Maybe I need to go back and see what she was doing. I was just kind of like focused on the language and also on Danny just going crazy on the stage. But maybe there's another song that really features her. So let me know what that song is. Also, let me know what song you want next. You can do that by going to the Stand store to get priority, or be there when I premiere my videos and be in the chat. And then if that doesn't work, go ahead and just blast the comments, and it could be a consensus in the comments, and I'll play it. So I appreciate you guys coming back to Analog Man Podcast, where I drink coffee out of my Analog Man Podcast coffee mug, and I will be doing more of the warning without warning. You have been warned, but make sure you subscribe on the way out or you won't see it. I'll see you in the next one.